Alright, so today let me show you some amazing underrated gems, those games that didn't quite get the spotlight they deserved. Whether they were overshadowed by other big releases or just didn't get enough love from the mainstream, these 15 titles are absolute must-plays for anyone looking for something a little different, unique, or just downright awesome. First up is Sunset Overdrive, an explosive, vibrant, and totally insane open-world action game from Insomniac Games. Set in a futuristic world overrun by energy drink-mutated monsters, this game blends crazy parkour moves with a wild arsenal of weapons. It's energetic, witty, and full of personality. Unfortunately, it was exclusive to Xbox at launch, which meant a lot of players missed out. But trust me, if you want a fun, over-the-top action game with tons of style, you need to give Sunset Overdrive a shot.
I used to think this town was boring. Oh God, I miss boring. Not me. I'm having the time of my life. What the hell is that? A handsome hobo? You, my friend, just drove a freight train. I did. You drove this shit.
Next, we have Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Developed by Ninja Theory, this post-apocalyptic action-adventure game is loosely based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. You play as Monkey, a rugged warrior navigating a beautifully overgrown world with your AI companion Trip. The game's cinematic storytelling, emotional connection between characters, and unique setting make it a standout title that was sadly overlooked back in 2010. If you enjoy heartfelt stories and great combat, this one's for you.
Okay, fully charged.
Now let's talk about Spec Ops: The Line. On the surface, it looks like your typical third-person military shooter, but don't be fooled. This game dives deep into the horrors of war with a powerful narrative that explores morality, choices, and the psychological impact of violence. Set in a sandstorm-ravaged Dubai, Spec Ops: The Line serves up gut-wrenching moments that stay with you long after the credits roll. This one deserves much more recognition for its bold storytelling.
He won't talk, sir. He'll talk to me. Walker, that guy was American.
Yeah, I noticed.
Why are the locals taking orders from an American? And why's he got a hard-on for the 33rd?
I have no idea. Shit. Ask him yourself.
They're still alive. Take care of them.
Quantum Break is one of those ambitious games that try to do something different, combining traditional gameplay with live-action TV episodes. Developed by Remedy Entertainment, the same team behind Control and Alan Wake, Quantum Break lets you manipulate time to solve puzzles and defeat enemies in creative ways. The narrative is intriguing, the powers are fun to use, and the integration of TV episodes adds a unique twist. It didn't get the attention it deserved, but if you like mind-bending stories, this is a game you'll want to try.
Different parking lots, and you just had to pick this one. All right, where's your car, Will?
I could see an echo of the past. Will, arriving at the university.
The Medium is an atmospheric horror game from Bloober Team that didn't get nearly enough credit for its innovative dual reality mechanic. You play as a psychic medium who can interact with both the real world and the spirit world simultaneously. The game uses this mechanic to solve puzzles and uncover a chilling story set in a creepy abandoned hotel. It's a slower-paced horror game, but if you're into psychological scares and eerie storytelling, The Medium is absolutely worth checking out.
I used to have a lot of friends here. But they're all gone now.
Did something happen to them?
I don't really want to talk about it.
That's okay. So, do you live here? All by yourself?
You wouldn't believe how boring it gets sometimes.
I can imagine.
Next up, we have Titanfall 2, a game that often comes up when talking about underrated shooters. This one had everything: a fluid movement system, epic mech battles, and an incredible single-player campaign that surprised everyone with its clever level design and emotional beats. Unfortunately, it was released at a bad time, sandwiched between two major shooters, and never got the attention it deserved. But Titanfall 2 is a masterpiece of multiplayer and single-player design, and it's never too late to give it a shot.
Captain Cole of the 3rd Militia Grenadiers to any militia survivors. We are relocating to the IMC beacon at map grid 772981. Anyone copy?
This is Sergeant Enzo from the 2nd Militia Fusiliers. We read you, Cole.
Released alongside Metal Gear Solid 5, Mad Max was completely overlooked. This open-world action game throws you into the iconic wastelands of the Mad Max universe with brutal vehicular combat and a surprisingly deep story. The world is harsh, beautiful, and full of opportunities for high-octane action. It nails the chaotic feel of the Mad Max universe, and if you're a fan of open-world games or the movies, this game is an absolute hidden gem.
You flashed the field!
Mirror's Edge is a first-person parkour game that emphasizes movement and momentum. You play as Faith, a runner in a dystopian future delivering information across the city's rooftops. The game's clean, minimalist art style and innovative parkour mechanics set it apart from other first-person games. But it didn't gain the popularity it deserved when it launched. Mirror's Edge is a breath of fresh air for players who want something different from the usual first-person fare. Sleeping Dogs is like GTA meets martial arts. Set in Hong Kong, you play as an undercover cop infiltrating the criminal underworld. The game excels with its hand-to-hand combat system, brutal finishing moves, and engaging story. Despite being highly praised by those who played it, Sleeping Dogs never reached mainstream success. If you love open-world crime games and fast-paced martial arts action, this one should be on your radar. Vampyr offers a moody and morally complex RPG experience where you play as a doctor-turned-vampire in 1918 London. The game presents tough choices. You must feed on citizens to grow stronger, but doing so impacts the world around you. It's dark, atmospheric, and loaded with moral dilemmas. While it flew under the radar for many players, it's a unique experience that's worth your time if you love vampires and narrative-driven games.
You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Rest in peace, monster.
Though The Evil Within 2 was critically praised, it didn't quite get the love that other survival horror titles did. It took everything good about the first game and improved upon it, offering a semi-open world structure, a gripping story, and some truly terrifying moments. If you're into psychological horror with an action twist, The Evil Within 2 is a game that deserves more recognition. Rage 2 is the definition of bombastic fun. It's an open-world first-person shooter that doesn't take itself too seriously. Developed by id Software and Avalanche Studios, it features intense gunplay, crazy powers, and a colorful post-apocalyptic world. The game didn't get the attention it deserved due to its simplistic story, but the gameplay is ridiculously fun, and sometimes that's all you need. Next is Prey, a sci-fi thriller set on a space station overrun by shape-shifting aliens. The game's atmosphere is dripping with tension, and its open-ended approach to gameplay lets you solve problems and defeat enemies in a variety of ways. It's a deeply immersive experience with a fascinating story. While it didn't make a huge splash at launch, it's a game that absolutely deserves more love, especially for fans of immersive sims. The Order 1886 is often remembered for its gorgeous graphics and cinematic storytelling. Set in an alternate history of Victorian London, this third-person shooter has you battling supernatural creatures with steampunk weapons. Although criticized for its short length and linear gameplay, The Order 1886 is still a visual masterpiece with an intriguing story. And it's definitely worth playing if you appreciate well-crafted worlds and stunning visuals.
Contain the threat from here.
Fuck the army. This is my fight.
Sargana, the Knight Commander has requested that you abandon pursuit. All personnel, please remain clear of the east end of Westminster Bridge. We are witnessing heavy artillery fire at the moment.
Last but not least is Immortals Fenyx Rising, an open-world action-adventure game that mixes mythology with humor. While often compared to Breath of the Wild, it stands out with its own charm, offering great puzzles, smooth combat, and a gorgeous world to explore. It was overshadowed by other releases, but if you love action-adventure games with a dose of mythological magic, Immortals Fenyx Rising is a game you shouldn't miss. And there you have it, 15 underrated games that deserve way more attention. Which of these games have you played and which are you planning to try? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.